When rescuers found this dog covered in tar, they thought she'd have to be put to sleep. There was something about the slow-moving black dog that caught the men's attention. It appears deathly ill, but when they approached to take a closer look, they couldn't believe what they saw. Argentina doesn't have the best track record when it comes to its treatment of stray animals. Indeed, authorities there have been known to use brutal methods such as gas chambers to control the population. In fact, some parts of the country have introduced laws against killing street animals. While this is obviously good news for animal lovers, it has left cities with large quantities of strays roaming the streets. In May 2017, two men encountered a dog who was in desperate need of help. From a distance, the dog probably just looked dark in color, but presumably its movements gave away its ailing health. In any case, the men went to help the stray. However, as they came closer, they came to the horrifying realization that the dog wasn't black at all. In fact, the source of the dog's color and its ailing health were one and the same. It was covered in tar. While petroleum poisoning in dogs isn't unheard of, it isn't massively common either. That makes the mystery of how the stray became covered in tar even more confounding. Moreover, there was no evidence to point to the dog having been subjected to any previous abuse. By the same token, the dog may also have been the victim of a dreadful deliberate act. Regardless, the result was the same. The stray was dying. Indeed, petroleum products are easily absorbed through a dog's skin and subsequently find their way into the animal's digestive system. In addition to irritating the skin, such toxins can also burn the stomach, mouth, and throat. Increased exposure will result in vomiting, diarrhea, and in extreme cases, like the stray was facing, death. Indeed, the vets called in backup from Zoonosis Lanus, an Argentinian rescue group dedicated to helping animals in need. We are a group of people that unite to improve the quality of life for animals, its Facebook page explains. To that end, the volunteers immediately started working to clean up the dying stray. The pooch was covered in the thick tar, and rescuers didn't know how long the dog had been suffering. However, even though Zoonosis Lanus had rescue experience, the volunteers had never seen a dog in such a condition before. What's more, given the amount of tar covering the animal, it seemed likely that their rescue efforts would fail. Regardless, with a dog's life at stake, the team pushed on, hoping for signs of improvement. What's more, their patience was rewarded when the tar eventually began loosening. As the bathtub became more stained, the stray got cleaner, and then something wonderful happened. The rescuers managed to break through the tar and saw a patch of brown fur underneath it. Over time, the real dog underneath the tar revealed its thick exterior, and the volunteers began to hope that their rescue efforts would be successful. It took 5 hours of laborious washing, but no one could argue that it wasn't worth the effort. We managed to clean 80% of the dog, the group announced on its Facebook page. Tomorrow, we will continue with the same method and decrease toxicity. He was given the medication indicated by the vets, eye drops, and needed to drink a lot of water. The update continued. Finally, they gave the dog a name, Petro, which is Spanish for petrol. While Petro was recovering, news of the little animal's ordeal spread far and wide. Indeed, his story went viral, and Petro found himself becoming a popular dog. Thanks in part to media coverage, he subsequently received hundreds of offers for a forever home when he was better. Consequently, it was only a matter of time before Petro found himself the ideal home. Indeed, he is now happy, healthy, and part of a loving family with 5 other fur brothers and sisters. To mark his new life as a beloved pet, his owners renamed the little dog Roman. One of his rescuers, Miriam Otelado, was happy to provide Facebook users with an update about Roman's happily forever after.